Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to make one of my most favorite chicken recipes, and that is chicken bharta. This recipe is very popular and very delicious. So let's start. To begin with, I'm going to cook the chicken.
I have heated here 1.5 cup of water, and to the hot water I have added 3 cardamoms, 2 black cardamom. Then I'm adding about 5 to 6 peppercorns, and along with this I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt. Now goes the chicken. These pieces are quite fleshy because I'm going to use only boneless chicken pieces. So I would recommend that you either use some breast pieces of chicken or any piece that has a lot of meat to it. And I'm going to cook this chicken along with the garam masala for about 10 minutes covered on medium to low heat. By the time the chicken will be almost cooked, and then we'll just scrape the meat out of the bone, and then we will proceed further. This chicken will get all the flavor of garam masala, and I have just added 1.5 cup of water because I don't want a whole lot of stock for the recipe. So cover the lid and let it cook on medium to low for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes the chicken is ready. I'm going to save the stock and shred the chicken now. To take out the meat, hold the piece of chicken with one fork, and then you pull the meat out with another fork. Just hold the bone and then scrape the meat out. So all the meat is in. The next step is to make the gravy. For the gravy, I have heated here 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil and 1 tablespoon of ghee. And to this I am adding 3 cardamoms which I have crushed a little, then 1 black cardamom, 4 to 5 cloves, and I am going to fry the garam masala or the whole garam masalas till it becomes a little fragrant. Now goes a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Let the seeds splutter, and then I'll add some grated onion to it. Seeds are done. Now goes some grated onion. I have added here about 3 tablespoons of grated onion, and I'm going to cook it till it becomes a little translucent. Onions are done. Now to this I'm adding 2 teaspoons of ginger and garlic paste. And I'm going to cook the ginger and garlic till the raw aroma is gone and the onion, ginger and garlic are all done. Keep the heat on medium. Ginger, garlic, onion, everything is done. Now to this I'm adding some tomato puree. This is about 3 tablespoons of tomato puree. And along with the tomato puree I'll be adding the dry spices. One teaspoon of red chili powder or to your taste. 1 teaspoon of coriander seed powder. Half teaspoon of cumin seed powder. And half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Give it a good mix, and I'm going to cook this masala till it becomes dry and oil starts to ooze out. Masala is ready, quite dry. Now to this I'm adding some cashew nut paste. I have added here about 2 tablespoons of cashew nut paste, and along with this I'm going to add the chicken. I'm going to cook the chicken along with the masala for about 2 minutes on medium to low heat, and I have taken here about half a pound of chicken. This is well mixed. And once it's cooked for about 2 minutes, I'll add about a cup of stock and then I'll cook it further, and the remaining about half a cup of stock I'll add towards the end. Yeah, it's done now. But before adding stock, I'm adding here about half a cup of yogurt. Do ensure that you're keeping the heat on low before you add the yogurt, otherwise it will curdle. Yeah, after adding the yogurt, this is ready. Now goes some salt. This is the final seasoning. I had already added some salt while I was cooking the meat, so this was the final seasoning. Now goes about a cup of stock or chicken stock. Give it a good mix, and then I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of dried kasuri methi to it. This is a very rich dish. Yeah, now goes 2 teaspoons of dried up kasuri methi, and along with this I'll be adding some fresh cream, about 3 tablespoons of fresh cream, and about a tablespoon of butter. As I said, this is going to be a very rich dish. And finally a teaspoon of garam masala powder. After adding all these ingredients, I'm going to cook it for about 2 minutes on medium to low heat. Do ensure that you stir it continuously, otherwise it will stick to the bottom. I'll cook till it dries up a little. The chicken is quite thick now. To this I'm adding about half a cup of stock. If you want it a little more thinner, then you can obviously add more stock, or even water will do. Yeah. After adding water, I'm adding 1 boiled egg, which I have kind of mashed up a little. Give it a good mix. Now goes a handful of chopped up fresh coriander leaves. And finally to this I'm adding 1 tablespoon of fresh cream. And a teaspoon of butter. Give it a very good mix, and that's it. This is ready to serve.
This dish has a very creamy and very delicious gravy. You can serve it with any kind of Indian bread, roti, paratha or naan, or else you can serve it with some steamed rice as well. Do try this very delicious and very famous chicken bharta recipe, and do share your comments and your suggestions. We will meet next time, and don't forget to subscribe. Till then, bye bye.